Hey guys, Therese Apel from Dark Horse Press here, and I wanted to tell you about some of our good friends. We love working with Boondocks Firearms Training Academy, and I have ever since I wrote a story on them like almost 10 years ago at the Clarion Ledger. These guys are great, but today they're having an open house. It's the 1-year anniversary of basically their redo. They came under new ownership, and so they've kind of done things a little bit differently, and there's new management, and so they just wanted to let you guys come out and see what's going on. I've got Daryl here with me, and he is the manager right now, correct? Tell me your right title.
General manager.
Okay, good deal. Now, Daryl, what have we got today? What can people expect through 2 o'clock p.m. if they want to come out here and get a taste of Boondocks?
Fantastic. We're going to offer tours of the facility. We want you guys to see what we've got here in the state. We do have the best training facility in the area, so we want people to come out and see what they've been missing right in their own backyard. Today we're doing, once again, tours of the facility. We'll have free food for you guys to come out. We want you to see all of our great pro shop items and see everything we have to offer here at Boondocks.
Now,
A lot of fun with the memberships. We're going to talk to you guys about joining the range. We do walk-ons on Saturdays and Sundays. $30 per person, but we really want you guys to come out and get a membership because that will allow you to come out here at your own pace. We have sun up to sundown shooting during the week. Everybody must go through a safety briefing before they can come out on their own. We don't want anybody on the range without knowing exactly where to go and the safety aspect of it. We guarantee everyone on the range will have a person beside them that's gone through the same training, so no one's going to be out here with a shooter that does not know what they're doing. And it's always managed on the weekend by a range safety officer. The members can come during the week on their own because they have attended the safety briefing. And we offer those safety briefings every Saturday morning from 9 to 10:30. So once you get your membership, you just come to the safety briefing. We offer them once again every Saturday morning. You'll get issued your name tag, gate code, and then from that point, you can come out on your own 7 days a week.
good deal. Now, you guys also offer classes here. Talk to me about that.
That's right. Our main purpose here is we're a training facility. Our name is Boondocks Firearms Training Academy. So we have open ranges for people to come shoot, but our primary business is training. So we offer your concealed carry classes, several levels of defensive pistol, several levels of defensive carbine, shotguns, emergency first aid, hand-to-hand combatives, everything you would need to learn about carrying your firearm and being safe. We even have an emergency first aid class that we offer. And we offer little individual half-a-day classes for different specific matters, vehicle tactics, working in and around your vehicle, anti-carjacking. We got a lethal force simulator so you can come out and actually get kind of a video screen shoot, no-shoot scenario so you can learn how dynamic gunfights can be. So there's no way to practice it really other than force-on-force training or doing some scenario-based training. That's as close as we can get.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. In today's world, and of course somebody might insert a joke about, where we live, but I think in today's world it's becoming more and more important. We tend to hear like a force-on-force class or some carjacking class, things like that, and we think, who's going to ever need that? Don't you think that's a little violent? That kind of thing. And but today this is so important.
Right. Well, information is always what you want. We know that the body won't go where the brain hasn't been. So if you haven't thought about these things and any kind of preparation, you're basically going to be stuck with trying to figure it out as the time occurs. And what people don't realize, crime doesn't just stay in one area, right? Remember what the bank robber says. Why do you rob banks? That's where the money is. Mm-hmm. So crime follows where the money is. So it can occur at any place at any time. And the analogy I usually use for that is we don't get fire extinguishers because we hope our house is going to catch on fire. We get it in case it catches on fire. So we want firearm training so we're prepared for those worst case scenarios if they occur, and hopefully they don't occur.
Now, one that I took that I just feel like it's always worth mentioning, because I took the room clearing class, and I thought I was going to come out here and learn how to clear rooms like a SWAT guy, but there's a different meaning behind that class. Can you talk to me about why classes like that are important too?
Exactly. We're not training you guys to be assassins or police officers or none of that kind of stuff. We're simply trying to expose you to what you might possibly be. In a room clearing situation, when we teach our classes, we come out for our concealed carry class, we will tell you, best case is to barricade in one place, get your family members and everybody with you, stay in that room and be prepared to protect your family. We don't care about protecting property. We can replace that. But what if you live upstairs and your elderly parent is downstairs? Or you have a child in another room? That's what that room clearing class is for. If you can, we want you to stay in one place and never leave that room. But if you have to go downstairs and make your way to your family member or loved one, you need to know how to do that correctly. And you're not going to have a SWAT team stacked up behind you to clear the house. It's just going to be you.
Now, another thing that I've talked to Chad about through the years is also the level of the instructors out here. You guys not only have great trained instructors on staff, but you also bring in people from all over the country with big names.
All of our instructors are NRA or USCCA. A lot of them are both. So they're basically prepared to train civilians. It's a little different from law enforcement and military, but we also got quite a few instructors that are both. My background is law enforcement and military. We've got several instructors that are law enforcement or military prior background. They bring that to the defensive world and to the civilian. So that's what we want to make sure we have that prepared for our classes. But to your point of the guest instructors, we also want people to realize everyone's got a little different take on training. So we want to bring in as many outside trainers also. That way you get not only what you learn here at Boondocks, but you can get Masad Ayub, Dave Spalding, Ed Monk. We do competitive instructors if you want to get better at shooting pistol competitions. We want to bring everybody in we can to help you be better prepared and trained. That's the whole purpose.
Now, and tell me about the powwow that's going on at the end of the month.
Yes, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, and this is going to be an annual event. We unfortunately weren't able to have it the past few years because of COVID, but it's a ladies-only event. They don't need to bring anything but hearing and eye protection. We supply all the firearms and ammunition, and it's an exposure. We call it in the military FAM fire, familiarization fire, right? We have different stages set up to expose the ladies to rifles, to shotguns, to revolvers, to handguns, to red dots. We'll have Glock here. We'll have companies that sell products specifically to ladies for gun carry and for just everyday usage. So we've got holsters and everything here for them. We plan to do that every year. Hopefully we won't get interrupted again by another COVID or anything, but it's an event designed for ladies. Friday night is a meet and greet for the ladies. We'll introduce some of our vendors and basically hand out their schedule of events. Saturday, all day on the range. We're going to have portions from the morning. We'll break for lunch. We're going to have gourmet food trucks out here for lunch. We'll go back and finish the rest of the day shooting. The ladies will have time to go home and get cleaned up and ready for the banquet. But that night we'll have a banquet, live music, drinks, everything that they want, and they can bring their spouse. But the daytime's strictly for the ladies.
Absolutely. Well, okay, so once again, we're out here for the open house, and if you want to come out and you want to, just get the lay of the land and learn about what's going on here, this is where to come. Give us a spiel one more time.
Sure. I want you to come out here to Boondocks. It's 11771 Highway 18 in Raymond. We'll be here from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock for the open house. But we're open all day. So if you don't make it to the open house, still come on out and see the place. And we'll be prepared to let you guys see as much of it as you can, and hopefully some food will be left after too.
All right, and so last question.
Sure.
Why? I mean, there are a lot of other gun training places around. Why is Boondocks unique?
Well, there's really not another place like Boondocks. We have really great shooting ranges in the area. Their main purpose is to allow people to shoot. Our main purpose is to train. Everything else is secondary to that. So no one's going to have the facilities that we have. No one's going to get the value for their membership that we have out here. And it is the premier training facility this side of the Mississippi.
All right. Thank you so much, Daryl. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to give them the spiel one more time. And we just thank you for your time. So, guys, you heard that. That's Daryl. He is the general manager out here at Boondocks Firearms Training Academy. Again, I have personal experience out here. I've taken several classes here, including my concealed carry class was here. I was in the first ever concealed carry class. We called ourselves the Gully Washers because it rained all day long, but we still got it done. Not only that, I've been in the room clearing class here. I've taken several other classes here. I need to talk to some of y'all who are a little bit like I was, okay? So there are those of us that have said, well, I've shot guns most of my life, so I don't really need any training. Yes, you do. And I think it's about being coachable. I have learned so much out here that could save me in a lot of situations that I might not know to anticipate. And that's something that I think each of us, I mean, everyone can learn. You can learn every day of the week. So again, the open house for Boondocks is going on right now through 2 o'clock this afternoon. Stop by, check it out, get some snacks, take a tour of the grounds. They're amazing. And come in and see the pro shop. And like I said, we've also got the Special Forces Association out here, so don't be surprised to see them if you're out here as well. Again, I'm Teresa Apel for Dark Horse Press, also today for Boondocks Firearms Training Academy. Have a great day.